Okay, now that they've completed the cut, it's going to go back again to a park position or a home position. So this is the end of the prototyping. Now that I got it working the way I'm supposed to. The problem with this thing was it's going home. But the way there was too much play sideways. So I had to put two guides on the side, and now it's working right. But this is the end of the prototype. Now it's going to come apart, and I'm going to build it properly with the proper rails, and no more of these. It can't use these door slides. It has too much play for what we're trying to do. So that's a lesson learned, and thank God I decided to prototype it before I build the thing. So I know I cannot use those door slides. And other than that, I will rearrange some other stuff. Already finished. I already got back to the starting point. I'm going to use something different out here. I'm not going to use plywood or wood. I'm going to use extruded aluminum. It's cheap and it's rigid, and I can attach more easily the rails that I try to attach. So you can see now I got this thing working properly, and but it's too messy. I don't like it. On top of that, those door slides, like I said before, not good for this job, because it had not only up and down forces, but it also has sideways forces, and it's impossible to prevent some deflection on these things. So better do it properly. I'm going to show you. I had to put some guides out here. Excuse me, I want to move the camera to show you. I have to put some guides out here, so it rides on the end of the to the end of the this out here, so it keeps it from going sideways. You see how easy, if I take these off, well, if I take this off, you can see how easy the thing moves. And that was the problems I was having. See these door slides, they're not, although they're heavy duty and everything, they're not meant for that. And this one too, see? They're not meant for that. So after all these trials and errors, this was the prototyping thing. We knew about it. I knew I was going to take it back apart one of these days, you know, after I work out all the electronics and the programming and whatnot. I was going to take it back apart. So there you go, the update on this fence. Little by little, we're getting it where we can do something about these things. See? Now these here, they give me an idea on how to connect it. Though I put it too high, a T-rail, and in the future I'm going to have to put it lower, because we don't want the machine to hold it so high, and then it creates the machine that will be loose in the bottom. But here you go. You know, this is something to write home about it, actually. I said I wouldn't write home about it. See? I can make it a little bit tighter, but I was making the second pass to making it a little bit looser myself. But look at, and I didn't have no backup pieces of wood out there, so it's pretty good. I just find the speed that works really good with that tear out, and that was it. Other than that, look at that. Once I put those guides on the side, Other than that, look at that. It works just peachy. So, okay, folks. I'm going to show you the materials I'm going to use for the final build. Okay, now you can see here the aluminum extrusions I'm going to be using. This is going to be an aluminum extrusion in the front where you attach everything together. And these extrusions are going to move these here. Of course, now it's too long. But these are the extrusions I'm going to be using for the frame, basically. Now these are here. Oops, noisy. These are here are the railing I'm going to be using. They are ball bearing railings. They normally be used by a CNC machine, I think. I found in a place on the internet where they do auctions, and this is fantastic. No end play, no twisting, no nothing. So it's an extremely high improvement over those door slides that give me so much trouble. And these are glorified slides too. They're flat and they are linear bearings. No play whatsoever. So this one is giving movement from side to side. So I don't have to put something heavy like that. I don't need to. So because these are so long, I need to have a little bit heavier, and I found it at a very good price on the internet, on that place where we the auction place, and then we bid on it. Also, I found Acme thread that I'm going to use for going back and forth. This is a 1/2 inch 10, meaning that I have a 1/2 inch 10 turns per inch. We'll say 1/10 of it. The problem is it's not like the other ones I had, the 1/8 16, 3/8 16 actually, and it's easier to do fractions and inches with, because everything is a multiple of 16 on the inch fractions. This is a multiple of 10, so it's a little bit different. I'm gonna have to do my math, divide an inch by 10 instead of by 16. But it's a thing to think about. It's a thing to think about. If you give it too much trouble, I'm not gonna do it. I'll just put the 1 inch 16. And it already comes with a no play knot, and it comes with the bearings and a collar and the coupling. So that's another one. Okay, guys, and that's it. I'll give you another shot when I start building this thing, and I'll show you the steps to do it. I'm still moving my shop to the garage, so it'll take me a little bit. Like everything is slow now when I'm moving all the equipment. So the heavy equipment, I had to clear the garage first, and you understand. All right, guys, thanks.